morning! It's Monday, and I'm finally doing something I've been wanting to do forever and replace my morning walk with a morning skate. Hi, Radar. Who says you can't skate in your neighborhood? Get outside, go have fun. Even if you gotta do it before work like I do. I love the looks I get from people when I am skating on the road, because everybody either expects somebody walking or a rollerblader, and so everybody does these really funny double takes. It's kind of like, wait, she really is on roller skates. Why in the world is she wearing a helmet? Why is she in the road? Welcome back after skate and after breakfast. I'm finishing up my cup of tea and starting to jump into my work tasks. Behind me on the computer, you can see that I have a project up. I was working with one of my friends over this weekend just to help her get some presentation done and needed to make a couple of last minute tweaks. So that is out the door to her. Big things that are on my to-do list today is that it's Monday, and as of my new plan that I started last week, that means that today is finance day. That means going into all of my financial records and updating everything. Now, I did a lot of this work last week, so in terms of like the general gist of things that needs to get all backed up on my software, that's been done, which is fantastic, but I still need to go through this box of receipts that matches everything that's in my software account, and I need to organize this and put it away so that if I ever get audited, I've got everything that I'm supposed to. So this is my work for most of my days, getting this all together. But the other thing that I need to do is score my 12-week year. I've already made a couple of little notes down here, like goal 2 and goal 3 had absolutely nothing that happened in them, so they've got little faces on them. But anyway, it's all right. It's progress. That's what it is. You know, each one of these things for goal 2 and goal 3 both have you need to do at least just a little something every single day, and you'd be really surprised how hard it is to do just a little something. So maybe I need to change things to a big something once a week, especially since I tend to do a much better job at chunking away at 90 minutes. That is the reason why my work block calendar, my work block bookmark has 90-minute blocks, so maybe I need something that can fit into a 90-minute block instead of something that I should do in 10 minutes. So I'm going to rethink that. But in the meantime, it is currently in my next work block. It is now 11, and that means that I'm entering block 2, which is going to go until lunchtime. So I'm going to get busy and see what I can get done in this 90 minutes. And the groovy thing about today is that I'm actually on this schedule for the first time in maybe 5 months. So anyway, I gotta scoot. It's 11 o'clock, block 2. Has been an extremely successful first work block. I just got done with lunch, and so now I'm going into work block 2? No, 3. 1:30 to 3:30. 1:30 to 3. I can't read, apparently. So anyway, I'm going into my next work block. I feel really good about what I got done in the first one. I got all of my paperwork organized. I got everything set up to be able to move into this next phase. I also had to do a little bit of IT work, i.e. figure out why my printer wasn't working. Annoying. But yeah, things are looking really great. I'm going to move into my next work block. Has been a really good day. I'm coming down to the last little bit of my 4th work block. I gotta have another 45 minutes in this thing, possibly until 5. It depends upon whether or not Robo gets home. It depends upon whether or not I decide that the last half an hour is too short amount of time to do something. Remember, I work best in 90-minute blocks, so sometimes if that means that I've got a really short period of time left, I don't find it beneficial to start a project because picking it up the day after is actually a really big pain in the butt for me. So, good news. Look at this, look at this. It's empty. The thing that's here, this is my business checks, and then the rest of this is all like product warranties and stuff like that, not receipts. Everything's out of here. Everything else instead is in its file folder under here where it's supposed to be. Excuse me a second. Radar. Cut it out. You want to join the video too? Come on, up. Say hi to everybody. Say hi. Don't you want to say hi? Hi, YouTube. Hi, YouTube. It's good to see you. Mommy's been busy all day, and it's been terrible. It's been terrible because she's not been able to play with me. See, I don't care. Come on, go play. Okay. So, yeah, Radar has said his 2 cents, and I have been busy all day, just like he said. So, the good thing, though, is that my books are caught up. I am all set. I have paid all of my taxes. I know exactly what I need to pay out in the future. I am super stoked about that. And in the process of doing this, I did a little bit of number crunching. This is something I've not done in a while. Over the past, probably the past 8 months, I have been subscribing to some new software services. These have included things like subscribing now to Adobe Creative Cloud. That's a $20 a month investment that I have. I also pay for my review revision software. That's $9 a month, and it's worth every penny of it because my clients love it. I also pay for yearly things like Dropbox and Vimeo and Audio Blocks Music. These are all things that I pay for, and I have to pay them every single month. And so I've not actually really tracked any of these things in terms of like what is that monthly expenditure that I need to like actually make in order to pay for my business. And so in doing that, I discovered actually a really interesting chunk of money. In order to pay for Adobe and to pay for Screenlight, I have to spend, I actually didn't do this. Adobe is $239.88 a year, and Screenlight is $108 a year. When I combine that with Dropbox, basically splitting out by 12 months, paying for Audio Blocks, paying for Vimeo, and again, splitting these yearly fees into a 12-month it's called a revolving account when you do that, and adding in my internet bill. I have to make make every single month $117.65, and that's what I need to make in order to pay for just all of my regular operating expenses. This doesn't include setting money aside for ads. It doesn't include money set aside for a website. It doesn't include any money set aside for like all the business trips that I do and stuff like that. So this is all stuff that I am busy starting to track and starting to pay better attention to. And I found out today in getting all of this stuff done financially that I really am liking having my Monday set aside to do this kind of nitty-gritty financial work. Because when you are managing your money, that's when it grows because you're actually paying attention to it. That's when you know what decisions that you need to make. That's when you know to say yes to something else and no to something else. And so I'm really excited to be doing this now because I feel more on top of my business finances. And the feeling of knowing that I've set aside all of the money that I needed to be able to pay my taxes is a fantastic feeling because it means that I was able to pay that, but I also still have money left over in order to run my business. And it's very much like when I pay my household bills, it's the same thing. Like I have enough money not only to pay my bills, but to pay my future. And I really feel like for the first time in a long time, I was able to pay my business's future. So I am sitting in a really good space on this beautiful Monday. I am really excited about the work that I got done today. But at this point, I have about 40 minutes left on my clock for block 3. So I'm going to call this Cheerio. I will see you guys tomorrow. And right now, I'm going to move on to doing some project setup for Project Mold and for Creative Mornings videos because that's going to happen right on my computer behind me. And just get that set up because those are just file transfers and I'll be able to do that really quick and close out today's work day. Really, really solid. I'm super excited about it. Tomorrow I can jump into actually the fun of editing, which will be kind of boring for you guys because it'll just be me typing at my computer all day.
but we'll see what happens. So today on this wonderful Monday, I hope you guys had a great day today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Again, I'm trying to make this stuff a little bit more frequent, but because I keep failing on that, make sure you hit the subscribe and the little bell signal right over there so that you get a notification every time I make a video. That way you don't miss any of this good, amazing, fun stuff. And if you have any of your favorite stories of what happened when you started managing your money, either at home or in your business, things that you saw growing, interesting things that you discovered, like how much money you need to pay on your monthly subscription services, like what does that equate out to once a year? Like, let me know where those stories are, and I'll come back to that in a little while, because one of my favorite things about doing that kind of a calculation has to do with saving money for the future and letting it grow like really big over 10 years. Magic of thinking big. I'll talk to you later about that. In the meantime, I will see you all tomorrow. Have a great day, guys. Ciao.